The isolation of being alone in a vast, quiet country home. It's a setting that can be both peaceful and unsettling, like a whispered secret in the darkness. For me, it's a place where the ordinary can quickly turn extraordinary, where the lines between reality and fantasy blur like the shadows on a moonless night. I remember the first time I woke up to Siri's voice, her digital tones piercing the stillness like a cold breeze. I thought it was just a glitch, a minor anomaly in the vast expanse of the digital universe. But as the night wore on, the occurrences grew more frequent, more intense. It was as if some unseen force was trying to communicate with me, to awaken me to the truth. The knocking on the window came next, a steady rhythm that seemed to pulse with a malevolent intent. I tried to ignore it, to pretend it was just the wind or my imagination playing tricks on me. But I knew better. I knew that I was being watched, that unblinking eyes were trained on me from the darkness outside. And then, the figure in the attic. The creaking of the wooden floorboards, the rustling of plastic bags. It was like something out of a horror movie, a scene straight from the depths of my worst nightmares. But it wasn't just the supernatural that haunted me. There were the humans, too, the ones who seemed to be drawn to me like moths to a flame. Joey, the stalker who hid under my bed, his angry eyes burning with a toxic intensity. The stranger in the woods, his footsteps echoing through the trees like the beat of a drum. And then, of course, there was the creepy old man at my grandma's house, his gravelly voice whispering sweet nothings into my ear. The way he seemed to appear out of nowhere, his presence like a cold draft on a winter's night. As I grew older, the experiences continued. The weird sounds in the walls of my new house, the breathing in the vents, the face peering out at me like a ghostly apparition. It was as if the world was conspiring against me, as if I was some kind of magnet for the strange and the unknown. But despite it all, I refused to give in to fear. I refused to let the darkness consume me. Instead, I faced each new challenge head-on, my heart pounding in my chest like a drum, my senses on high alert like a sentinel standing watch. For in the end, it's not the fear that defines us, but our ability to face it head-on. To confront the unknown, to conquer the shadows that lurk within. And so, I emerged from each ordeal stronger, wiser, and more resilient than before. For in the darkest corners of my mind, I knew that I was not alone. I knew that I had a power within me, a power that could overcome even the most terrifying of terrors. And with that knowledge, I faced the unknown, my heart pounding in my chest like a drum, my spirit unbroken and unshaken.